Now that we've worked on learning the names of the principles and elements of art, in this project we're going to apply them. Let's see how many principles and elements we can find as we work. We're going to start in our sketchbook with just a black marker. You can use the black marker from your set if you're at home, or if you're in school, I will give you a Sharpie. We have to be very careful with Sharpies because they don't come out of our clothing. So I'm going to start with any kind of line going across my sketchbook. Here I start with a curvy line, and I'm filling it in to make a thicker curvy line. So as I work, I'm going to start to add lines to fill up the space of my paper. How many different types of lines can you use to break up the space of your paper? Here I've drawn an angular or zigzag line, a dotted line, a straight vertical line. Think of the number of lines you could make that are different from each other. Once I've used lines to break up the space of my paper, I'm going to start to fill each area with a shape. So here I'm making a pattern using circles and dots. A pattern repeats exactly. In my next space, I'm going to create rhythm. Rhythm repeats but changes slightly. Here, my loops are not exactly the same size, so they're not pattern, but they are rhythm. I want to make sure my lines are not scribbly. Here I'm scribbling. You can see the difference. All of my lines are smooth contour lines, nice and slow and careful. I'm leaning my hand on my paper to help me slow down and make those lines that are smooth and careful. As I work, I can continue to break up my space into smaller parts and add patterns and rhythm. Think of the number of different lines and shapes you can use to make a different pattern and rhythm. Even when I use the same shape, I can change the size, or I could fill it in, and that will change the look of my pattern. See how many different patterns you can make by changing either the shape, the size, or filling areas in. You can do so many amazing things with just a black marker when you use your principles and elements of art.